Good day and welcome back to the channel. My name is Bruce Anderson and I'm Farm Cook. Well, I'm a pharmacist that likes to cook. That's the name of the channel, and that's why the name of the channel exists. But I wanted to provide people a little bit more background about who I am and why it is that you may want to listen to me as I'm showing you some of the stuff that I'm preparing. My culinary journey is not one that has any professional experience as a cook. I've never worked in a restaurant. I've just been a dad and a scout leader that enjoys cooking and really figuring out how best to cook for me. I was really fortunate to grow up in a household where food was something that was celebrated and was something that my parents were interested in, even if they were in places where there wasn't much of a food scene. They lived all over the place, or I lived all over the place growing up, including places like New Bedford, Massachusetts, and Parkersburg, West Virginia. And they're in the 70s or late 60s, there wasn't much of a food scene in those areas going on. There was some, but not a huge amount. My parents figured out ways of making it work. And they exposed us as kids to what good food could be. And that not only planted a seed for me, but it really resulted in me trying to figure out for the rest of my adult life, how the heck am I going to eat really, really well? And unfortunately, I continue to eat really, really well, and probably too well, really in too much quantity, so that several years ago, I started noticing an increase in my fasting blood sugars. And that really caused me to make some changes in the way I approach food. So I typically now follow a low-carb, keto kind of a lifestyle. My family doesn't. So what that means is I'm the cook for the house, so I got to make stuff for everybody. And part of the reason for doing this channel is to show people that it's really not that hard to follow not only a keto or low-carb lifestyle, but also it's not that hard to cook. It's remarkable. I run into a number of people just out in the community that are going out to dinner on a regular basis or eating, stuff from a frozen food section and then reheating it. And when you ask, is there some reason for that or what's going on? Many times people will say, I don't really have time, or I don't know what to do. So hopefully through this channel, we can figure out, with a little bit of planning, a little bit of attention, you can actually make really, really good food at home, and it doesn't take all that much time. And for other times, when you do have some time, you can devote a little bit of time to making meals and doing some meal prep so that you have food available for the week already ready to go when you're in and about your busy day and taking care of kids and running around to soccer or whatever practices. So that's the other part of the motivation. Part of it is I like to teach. I've been involved in academia for my entire professional career. Worked in Poison Center, was a faculty member at the University of Maryland School of Pharmacy for many years, and had an opportunity to teach a whole bunch of different kinds of professions about how to take care of poisoning and overdose patients. I've also been a scout leader for many years and got involved in teaching boys about a variety of different things, including cooking. And so this is kind of an extension of that. It's kind of an extension of a lot of different things. And I'm hoping that you as viewers will be able to find some motivation to cook stuff at home, to try things, to figure stuff out that's going to meet your dietary needs and meet the needs of your family, and hopefully enjoy. And by the way, I don't just cook here. I cook outdoors as well. Got a lot of training in how to do that from my experience in Scouts. And I had a great opportunity to learn from one of the other YouTubers that is doing cooking, Dr. Flavor. Shout out Dr. Arbueni. He is a madman when it comes to cooking and would do awesome things on Scout outings like, I don't know, build a barbecue or build a smoker by having us dig into the ground and create a stove basically in the dirt, or making paella with giant prawns and squid and shark. We ate very, very well on Scout outings. And I think the point there is you can eat well anywhere. As long as you do a little bit of preparation, as long as you plan for it, you can figure it out. You can make it happen. That's a big reason for why I'm doing this. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm hoping you all will be able to figure out some things for you to do to make for you or for your family. And together we can learn some stuff. So if you haven't already subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you would. If not, no big deal. But thanks for your attention anyway. All right, these are some of the cooks that we did on scout outings. Again, this is largely due to the efforts of Dr. Albuerni, Dr. Flavor. There he is in all his glory. This is a lot of fun, cooking in the outdoors, trying to figure out how are we going to cook all of these chickens, or how are we going to make ice cream, or how are we going to get the boys involved. I think we did a pretty good job. We ate really well.